Oh no, it's the barbecue from hell. Yes, it's the Barbeque Chef Gas Grill, folks. As you can see, this model is the Frankenstein model. Well, no, not exactly. Let me explain. The first time we ever used this, we went out to pick a desert spot that we were going to spend the night and assembled it there on the spot. Well, it was on this exact table, 24 inches tall, and I successfully assembled the bottom half. And as I was putting the handle on the top half, and by the way, it was missing one of the screws for the top half, I looked and looked and looked. I swear it was not in the kit. So I'm trying to put in the one screw I did have, figuring I can just be gentle with it and balance it and it'd be all right. It slipped out of my hands. It was on the top of this table and the base unit was down on the ground. This fell approximately 20 inches from here to this handle. That handle shattered and this corner right here got dented when it hit this handle. And that handle shattered. So we had a hot pad that I used to lift and lower the lid as I was cooking that evening. So we went back home and I found this other handle, which I need to switch that out for something because this gets hot as a pistol. I gotta get a wood or plastic one or something. And this, I just had a 1x2 laying around, so I went ahead and fashioned a handle for the top. It does not get hot, thank God. This was kind of a cool heat barrier that they put here. That was kind of slick. From the get-go, I felt like this was a really cheap and cheesy barbecue. The handles broke exceedingly easy in my opinion. But let's get to how does it operate? How well does it cook? Well, I got a little bit of bad news there too. Now, we were out in some pretty high wind that night, and you're supposed to just turn it to low to light it, but I had to turn it all the way up to high to get it to light at all. And in the wind that we had, maybe 18, 20 mile an hour, somewhere around there, the only way to keep this thing lit was to have it all the way up on high. So we had steak that night that was burnt on the outside and raw on the inside. Well, considering how it doesn't handle wind at all, that's kind of become a trend with this thing. You can see I've used it a bit. I've cooked about 8 or 10 meals on it, and it's about a 50-50 shot. It depends on if there's any wind or not, whether we have raw and burnt, or if it actually comes out okay. So that's why I have it right here, backed right up against the... That's why I have it backed right up against the van right here, as the wind is coming in this way, and the van totally blocks that wind. If I have it out of the wind where I'm only got maybe 5 mile an hour or so or less, then I can actually use it on medium low maybe. I always have to light it on high, unlike it was designed to do according to the instructions. And if there's hardly any wind at all, I have to leave it in the high to medium high range in order to keep it lit. So if I'm totally protected and out of the wind, then yes, it'll work fairly well as a barbecue. It's pretty satisfactory, I guess, maybe in your backyard. But for camping, I don't know, everywhere I go it seems like there's always wind. So unless you're car camping, can do what I've done right here and put it up against a big wind block, then you're kind of screwed out in the field. It does hold up to be pretty compact. You have to force this around this. That doesn't seem like a perfect design to me. But when you flip these up, it kind of holds it together so you can pick it up by the handle. That was a pretty cool design right there. And it is small enough to fit into the garage on our van conversion. So it is fairly compact. I like that. But overall, it kind of sucks. So in conclusion, the Barbeque Chef is fairly compact, and that's good. It's got the cool little heat respirator right there, a little gap. Keep the heat away from your handle. And aside from that, it just seems like a cheesy piece of, well, let's just say I'm giving this one a thumbs down.